Hey there, this is our Here's What We Have to Do This Week video. It is also going to have some information in it about how I want to handle and what I think you should do about AI issues. So this is super important, and I hope that you will be attentive and pay attention and view the whole thing. Okay, so here's what you're going to be doing this week. We have our new assignment, which is the rhetorical analysis. You have a reading to do here, and I've got that posted below. It's a PDF. I'm asking that you review some lecture notes, the MLA lectures that I've posted, and some associated websites. Complete the discussion board, the weekly reading quiz, and the MLA quiz. This is also going to say, please view this video, and it will have the link that brought you to this video, but it's not there yet, obviously, because I'm not done with this video. Okay, so everything is in the order that it needs to be for you to be able to say, okay, what's the first thing I need to do? Okay, here it is. So you can move through this and just go from top to bottom and be just fine. Here's your reading. Here are the videos, lecture videos, and other assorted websites that I'm asking you to view. Here are the lecture notes. These are not lecture notes that I created. These come straight from the Purdue Owl. And honestly, if you are looking for something that you want to find quickly, those lecture notes are a great way to do it. So those are intended for you to have like another resource. Some videos having to do with how to set things up if you want to get everything correct. These are two videos that are going to be helpful to you. I believe that one of them, yes, this one talks about Google Docs as well, just in case you do use Google Docs. And I do suggest that you make use of some form of online resource to help you keep up with what you're doing in terms of essay writing, and we'll get into that in just a second. But these are the two videos having to do with like technological stuff, tech tips. Let's see, here's your discussion board, and it asks that you please do this. I didn't put a due date on it. I'm going to put a due date on it. It'll be due by Sunday, and you do not need to respond to your classmates unless you just want to. And okay, so let me get back down there. Yeah, so here's what I'm asking you to do is basically tell me what text associated with the topic you're going to be using for the semester. What you're going to pick a text that pertains to that topic, and you're going to perform a rhetorical analysis on it. Down here we have the reading quiz and then the MLA quiz. Use your resources for both of these because you get one shot at them. I'm not going to reopen them after you've taken them once. You get one shot because you can use your resources. So make sure that you use those resources. Otherwise, some of those might be kind of difficult to answer. I've tried to make them fairly straightforward, and they should be giving you the grade as soon as you get done because none of them are fill in the blanks or anything like that. So that's what's due for this week. Now, I had somewhat of an issue with some AI. With a paper that had some very, very strong hits related to the use of AI. And I did not feel confident enough in, in the AI checkers that I use to, say to the student, look, I need to know whether or not you used AI. I also don't want to run the risk of a false positive, and I don't feel like the resources that are available to teachers to check on that sort of thing are especially reliable. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to suggest that you do this. You don't have to do it, but I can assure you that at some point in the future, you will be, if you haven't already, you will be accused of using AI. And whether you used AI or not, you know, isn't going to be the question. The question is going to be, can you show the instructor definitively that you did not? And it's really hard to prove a negative. So that's one of the reasons that this is such a sticky wicket to me. I don't want to falsely accuse anybody. I don't want to say that somebody has done something wrong that they haven't done. I think that's terrible. And I also am not interested in overly depending on technology. I am a strong believer that Ron Weasley's dad in Harry Potter was correct when he said that you should never trust anything that thinks if you can't see where it keeps its brain. And I can't see where these AI checkers keep their brain. So I don't especially trust them. I prefer to trust you. Please don't damage that trust. But what I will say that you should do is you should make use of OneDrive or Google Docs or because both of those do this. And I'm sure that there are other resources you can use that could show this sort of thing. But if you use OneDrive and you use, Word within 365 or whatever that is, that allows you to save your essays as you go, then you're going to wind up with basically a document history that will show your instructor what you did and let them see that you actually wrote from start to finish. And I'm going to show you what that should look like. Version history will show you the various edits that you make. So I created this document way back on August 14th, 2023. And you see it's just a paragraph. And then I went in a little while later and made some more changes to it. I did some editing. I did some work to add some information to it. Then on the 31st, I added these things down here. And then just a few minutes ago, I added this. So what you can do if an instructor says, I believe that you may have used AI, you can say, okay, I use Google Docs and I have a version history that I can share with you, that I can show you that I didn't make use of AI. So this can help you prove that negative, that can help you prove that you didn't do this thing. So I strongly suggest that you make use of some sort of resource to help you prove that you actually did create the essay without the assistance of outside help. And that's what AI is. So if I run across a high number on your AI score through the resource that the school uses, or whether that's Turnitin or whatever, and then of course the other AI checkers that I use, if I come across an especially high score, what I'm going to do is email you or contact you and say, please prove to me that you did not use AI. And if you've done this, you can whip that version history right out, send me a screenshot, and bam, Bob's your uncle, you're in the clear. So please do be careful. I don't know that all instructors are as interested in the possibility that students are telling the truth versus all students are lying, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to take that tact. I don't want to assume that you're trying to get through this class without learning anything and only through, doing things that aren't conducive to learning. So I would rather give somebody a really good grade on a paper that they cheated on as opposed to accuse somebody who didn't actually do something wrong, if that makes sense. So that is our discussion for the week, our video for the week. If you have questions about this, about AI, about any of the work that we're doing, please do email me. I will try to get back with you as soon as possible. And I have graded some of the proposals and that sort of thing. I'm not caught up yet, but I'm going to do my best, my level best, to stay as caught up as I can, meaning as caught up to the week as possible, because I know that we are short semester. Goodness, look at that. We go to right here and then we're done. And I know that you need to have your feedback as soon as possible. So I will be working on that in the coming days, a whole lot harder than I have been recently. I've been scrambling to do some other stuff. So I will scramble to get your stuff graded. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope that you are enjoying the warmer weather, and I will see you online.